Hello and welcome to Gifty Talk Show. Your host today is Gifty Fraser. Today I've got a special guest. And when I mean special, she's very special. She's Deborah Jay Kelly. She's a reality TV fashion presenter. She's an host, red carpet, charity, author, model, CEO of the AATT Model Diary UK. So I'm going to bring in Deborah. Hello, Deborah. How are you?
Hello, Gifty. It's so lovely to be here.
Oh, I'm so grateful. I'm so happy you are here. So Deborah, can you just tell the listeners all about yourself?
Gosh, I don't know where to start. I basically been in media for 35 years, and I am now probably one of the best red carpet hosts and presenters, fashion presenters on the stage. I've won, I don't know, maybe 160 plus accolades and awards and acknowledgements, and I love what I do. What I do is very diverse, so I embrace all cultures, all creeds, all diversities. I work a lot with the Afro-Caribbean industry for their minority charities, and I launched last year something called the Model Diaries UK, which was a book that embraced all culture, all creed and all ages, and I kind of broke the stigma, I guess, of models being young, stick thin, and the Model Diaries went to number one actually within the first week of its release, and it basically kind of integrated cultures. So we had all different designs, and we had, for instance, just to give you an example, we had the Asian bride for our designs was Eastern European, and then we had African amazing printed designs, and we had people of every culture, Asian, English, African, Eastern European, that were wearing those designs. And so I think I'm probably one of those people that speaks out for communities and says, look, let's integrate what we have, let's be diverse, and let's embrace one another. So yeah, I'm thrilled, with what I achieved during COVID.
Wow, that is a lot. That's amazing. You've been so busy. Oh my God, that is great. And Deborah, can you also tell the listeners about the Angel Academy of Teaching and Training, which you are the CEO UK?
Oh, thank you. So I work for many adult institutions and colleges throughout the UK, and what I wanted to do was to bring together again every culture and every creed into a special training school where everyone would get looked at, as if they were sort of primary, which they are, of course. So a lot of my students don't have English as their first language, and what I've done since 2003 is I've produced a school which does beauty courses and laser and aesthetic. It's the VTCT MVQ, so it's basically the highest of the high. and I've mentored them and literally, followed them through to completion. So I think since 2003, thinking back, I think I've had maybe 2,500 plus students who did not have English as their first language, and they were insecure, they didn't think they could do it, and I've mentored them through to basically get NVQ VTCTs and to go all over the world with their qualifications. And I really love what I do with this.
Wow, Deborah, that is very, very good. It's amazing. I can see why you want to talk about women plus 50. So we're going to be talking now about women plus 50. Yes, that is the interesting topic. Yes. So why do you decided to talk about women plus 50?
Well, because obviously I'm 50 plus.
Okay.
And so, we can only talk from experience.
Yes.
Having been in the industry for modelling and red carpet interviews and journalism and fashion, since I was like 25,
yeah,
I think that there's a real market for women of 50 plus.
Yeah.
50 plus women, account for, I remember looking on the internet, it was something ridiculous, like 2 million women in the UK. And so I've never really understood why the catwalk would essentially be, people that were like size 0 to 8, because most women in the UK, and this is on Google, are size 12 to 14, 16. They buy the clothes. They have a huge disposable income. But if they can't see someone on the catwalk that looks like them, then they're not going to buy the product. So I've never really understood this, and I wanted to make a stand. I wanted to say, hey, I'm 50 plus, I'm busier than I've ever been, I still model, and I want to be representative of majority of women that are out there that don't fit into this little category of catwalk between 0 and 8. I mean, who's a 0 to an 8? I would love to be. Maybe I was when I was like 18, 19. But the truth is, at 50 plus, we're not going to fit into that category.
Yes, that's true. Because before, models have to be very young, very slim. And if you reach a certain age, I remember when I was younger, in my 20s, when you reach a certain age, say you're 30, they think you're too old. They want the young ones. They even go down to 16. And then, you have to be like size 8, as you said. And the people who are buying the clothes, for me, I used to think that people are buying the clothes every size. So why have to be only size 8, size 12? Then large women, they don't have anything, but they're the ones buying the clothes. So they're not going to sell.
Yeah, I've never really understood this. And this is something that I've worked with since I was 18 years old. And, I look at the majority of people that buy clothes.
Yeah.
And a lot of the designers, they're making their clothes in size 0 to 8, which is fine. I understand that. That's what they do. This is the industry. But who actually buys their clothes? And the answer is probably not that many people. And I don't really understand why designers don't understand or get to grips with the fact that most women are a size 12 plus. And if they want to sell their designs, they need to appeal to women who have curves.
Yes. So for me, I found that discriminating because, that's why when people get older, they think like, have been left out. But now I think it's changing because people like you campaigning, for it to change. And a lot of women now I see, they say, "Oh, I'm a model for plus size model," which is good. Yeah. So, and then and I'm going to bring in one of my other guests, Jennifer Alexandra. And Jennifer Alexandra, she's written 2 books, and she already written some books for kids. Jennifer, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Yes. Okay, Jennifer. Jennifer, did you add what Deborah said? Do you want to say anything about the modeling industry, which has been changed?
Yes. I am 100% supportive of what Deborah said. I mean, most of the time, it's the women that that could really buy the clothes. You see the people that the industry, they just cater for people from 0 to 8.
Yes.
0 to size 8. Sometimes it's ridiculous. So I'm happy to see that things are changing. I mean, what they're advertising is the older women and advertising the clothes before, and that wasn't the case.
Yes.
So I'm happy to see things are changing.
Yes.
Slowly but surely.
Yes. Yes. Another question I want to ask Deborah is that, Deborah, can you briefly explain about the celebrity red carpet skincare?
Yes, of course I can, Gifty.
Yes.
So I've been running a school now, the Angel Academy of Teaching and Training, since 2003, and I was getting involved in so many skincare products. I've had training for LMS and Environ and I'm trying to think of the name. There's so many, and basically what I wanted to do was I wanted to provide a skincare range that didn't have lots of parabens and preservatives in it, because often, we're putting so much on our skin.
Yes.
And we're not really realising what the long-term effects are. And so, and I'm quite allergic as well. I have a lot of allergies to animals, and there's a lot of animal that goes into cosmetics that they don't tell you about, like lanolin, for instance. If you don't understand what lanolin is, then you don't understand that you're putting, sheep sweat onto your face. Yeah. So I produced an organic range, just to be sort of inclusive in my school, because then I could control what people were putting on their faces, what the subsequent effects were from doing this, and there's some products that are they've got secret ingredients which were in a laboratory in Sweden, and they have the most amazing results, but above all else, they are healthy products to put onto your skin. And I think there's a lot of misconceptions. People really don't understand. They're getting a product with retinol, and they're putting it on their skin. Their skin is breaking out. It's crusty, it's spotty, and they don't really understand that it's because they have not worked their way up to using retinol. Because of course, in my training, you would have to work your way up gradually to be able to get to the point of being able to use retinol on your skin, because retinol kind of strips your skin, it peels it off, and so there's such a lack of knowledge out there at the moment, and everybody wants to feel younger. They all want to be anti-aging, so they're going by their good judgment. They're reading these products, they're saying, okay, this says anti-aging, this is great, I'm going to use this, but they're not aware of the ingredients behind the product, and the ingredients could be drying their skin out, it could have adverse effects. It could mess about with the acid mantle. But unfortunately, because it's a money-led industry, often you don't get the information that you should about a product. So you start using it, and then your skin gets really bad, and then the acid mantle, gets out of balance, and before you know it, your skin is very, very unbalanced, and you don't know what you've done.
Yes. A lot of people don't read. They just some people don't want to be lighting, some people just want to be young, as you said. They just buy anything without reading. But I think a lot of people now have been educated. And I know a lot of people going for plant extract. People are going for natural products. People are starting educating themselves. They started reading, chatting, because people can understand sometimes where their skin have been damaged. So I think people are aware now, and a lot of people like to use natural products. Some people make their own even natural products for their hair, for their face, all these kind of things. Yes.
I really hope so, because I get a lot of students. They come in here every day, and the younger they are now, particularly in Essex, their culture is to do everything with their skin. They have fillers, they have Botox at 18, 19 years old.
Wow.
They're using skin peels, they're using AHAs, and the thing is, I just, it's a culture, and I have to try to educate them and say, look, you need to be really careful, because at the end of the day, what you're doing is accelerating the aging, which won't happen, for many, many years, but they're thinning their skin, and ultimately they're going to end up like they've got elephant skin.
Yes. Yeah. Some of them, a lot of people don't like their skin, especially the young ones, the media as well. They look at the models, they look at all these celebrities, and they think, I want to be like that. And some of them, some of them don't like their nose, they don't like their this, they don't like their that. Yeah, and they're beautiful. They got beautiful skin. I remember I used to work in this makeup and skincare industry, long time, and I used to have a lot of people, and some young guys will come. They have a lot of makeup, and you can see they're only 15, and they have lovely skin. So why do you have to wear a lot of makeup? You don't need it. They want to. Some of them want to put a lot of ash cream on their skin.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's a real issue now, and women with Instagram and Facebook, where they can edit their images and make themselves look how they want to look, and I think there's such a huge pressure now for young girls to compete, or to be what they think they should be, and it's just such a shame, because it's how much you have to do all the time to maintain these things, and where you'll be when you're much older, with all of the products that you've been using that are thinning your skin, and having consequences, and the dangers involved in all of this as well. Yes.
Wow. Jennifer, what do you think about all these products with a lot of chemicals? What do you advise? Because I don't know if you use this product or natural products, and you have children as well, young girls. What do you think?
I would say, because as Deborah just said something, you look at a product, it says anti-aging, it's, but sometimes you don't look at the ingredients to see what they made out of that product.
Yes.
So I think it's important, whenever everyone comes, to look, to buy a product, don't only look at the, this is what it's for. Go into details at the products. I remember when I was growing up, we never used to use this product. What I used to wash my face is just warm water, and that was it. And my face used to always look better, but then you start getting, different advertisements where people say they use that product at their faces, and then you want to go and try this product, and you try this product will work with your skin. It may only make it worse. So my advice is to read the content properly, and before applying anything to your cream, your face, and try to go natural.
Yes, it's
go natural won't hurt your skin.
Yes, it's very good to go natural. Some people don't even know what type of skin type. Some people are very sensitive skin. Some people are oily skin. Some people are dry to normal. They don't even know. They just apply anything on their faces, you know, and it makes their skin worse. You see, you.
And I also think.
Yeah.
I also think the pressure with so many things, you know, media exposure, everybody having access to, you know, media exposure, so the pressure, and for, you know, to look younger is, you know, try to use this product, they will delay your aging process. So when you reach a certain age, you know, you would not look good. So all this kind of pressure drive people to go in that direction.
Wow. Yes.
Yeah.
So it is all about.
I agree.
Yeah, it is all about women. How especially when they get older. Most women when they get older, especially 50 plus. I can say from 45 plus, people that don't have no confidence anymore. They don't want to do nothing. You know. So what are we going to advise them now?
Because for me, when I start my studies in my late 40s,
yes,
and people would say to me, why are you going in that direction? You should be looking for retirement.
Yes.
And you know what? I just, you know, had my confidence in myself, and say, you know what? I'm not going to look at age. I'm just going to do it. And I eventually doing it. I end up getting a BA in human resources.
Yes.
End up getting a master's in social work. And I end up especially during the lockdown, I was motivated to write a book for adults to encourage and empower both men and women, even children as well. So I've got some lovely books on Amazon, which is The Red Carpet, My Pocket Book of Confidence, and Bella Blue, The Confidence Little Girl for Children, to motivate both, you know, all a spectrum, so that people or children can understand, you know, if they have that confidence in themselves, nothing can. So.
Yes.
Yeah.
You see, you decided, you know, what's the thing? A lot of people are looking for approval to their friends or their family, and people don't want to be themselves. You know, you have to not watch your friends go, because sometimes you want to do something like you now. You went in your 40s and you study, you look at you achieve. So a lot of women, you know, they feel insecure. They think, oh, you know what, I'm too old to do this, or I'm now 40 years old. No one is too old to achieve their dreams. You can start at any time. And I believe when you are older, you have more time, you know, so you can do it better. Maybe when you're younger, you think, oh, I'm with my parents, you know, or, you know, I won't be bothered. I'm 20, I'm 19. But when you're getting older, you can achieve anything. And I think a lot of older people are scared of change. When they reach like 50, they're scared of change. They're thinking about, oh, I'm 50 now. I cannot do this. I cannot do that, you know. But what I advise, don't look at the negative. Look at the positive. Just go for your goals. And if you don't make it, you know, you don't blame no one. You blame yourself. You know, yes, because a lot of people maybe they have partners as well, and they don't have a supportive partner or supportive friends. You know, and it's all about negative. Sometimes again, it's good to leave the negative friends. Focus on yourself. Go for whatever, you know, you're supposed to do. So, Deborah, so what do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, I've been like saying yes throughout what you're saying, because I think that, you know, Jennifer made some very good points.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, you did too, that we when we get to 50 plus, often we are the unspoken, the unheard, and we just become 50 plus person that doesn't have anything to say or anything to contribute. But I think that when I go to events, I can be a mentor and inspire those that are on the path that I was on. Maybe they're 20, 30, whatever. And I think we have such a huge amount of experience that we can share to these women and men. There are things where we've made errors. Maybe we've followed something that really wasn't bona fide. And, with the industry, we've got so many fake, people that are offering things that really, at the end of the day, they're not bona fide and they're out there just to make money from us. And I think we have so much experience to teach the young ones, how to be careful, how to be safeguarding yourself, how to be aware of things, and how to progress safely as well in the industry. And so for me, when I go to an event and I see, as I always do, hundreds of young girls that I know and I've known for many, many years, they look up to me because I've been through what they're going through, and I can help them, mentor them and safeguard them for making mistakes, because there are so many things out there. People that offer us models. We could be models, we can sign up, we can do this, we can do that. And to be honest, it's a bit dangerous, because when you're vulnerable and you're innocent, then you can very much get drawn into something that, you think is bona fide, but then it takes you along the wrong path. So I think really, the experience that women have from 50 plus, having been in the industry, having been a model, having organised fashion shows, being probably one of the biggest red carpet interview hosts in the UK, having won hundreds of awards, blah-de-blah, the list goes on. But at the end of the day, when I go to an event and I see young girls, then I sort of feel mildly responsible for them, because I see who I was, maybe 30, 35 years ago, with that innocence. And I think that's really important, for women that are older, that have this experience, to actually share this with people.
Wow, that is really, really good. I know a lot of women, because maybe they've been in an abusive relationship, so some of them are very, very down, and they lose their confidence. That's the word. So we just need, to build up their confidence. They need to improve in themselves. And the man will be telling them, you are not good, you cannot do this, Look at you, what you are doing at this age. You don't look and sit down there and say, oh, I'm 50, let me go and sit down. You look so beautiful. You are doing modeling. You are doing so many, many, many things. You're not looking left, right. You're just going, and you always, doing all these red carpet things. You're even eating your book. So even, some people who want to tell them, if you want to write a book, sit in your house. Especially now it's quiet. Some of them will lose their job. So it's time for you to concentrate and write your book, as Jennifer said. Especially when they say lockdown, or now, a lot of people work from home. You have more time to sit with your kids and sit and consider. For me, I didn't be there. I went to university and studied computer science degree. But today I'm doing something. And every time I'm doing something, people know, they say, you're always doing something. I'm always learning something. I always like to learn new things. And don't be scared. Say, oh, I'm older. I've got kids now. And I cannot try to do this. I cannot try to do that. Nobody is too old. You can do anything. Especially when you get older, I think you have more time. Just be confident. Love yourself. Be who you are. If you don't like yourself, who's going to like you?
I fully agree with you, Gifty, and I think that when you're young, you can be so susceptible to negative feedback and people telling you that you're not good enough, and you kind of believe in it, and it has this major impact on you. And it's not until you get older when you really know who you are, and you won't let that affect you. You can really speak out. But I think, we are representatives now as older women to the younger women who are suffering so much negative feedback, and they do get it. You're fat, you're not tall enough, you're not this, you're not that, and it's
or where you come from, or your accent, or your this, or your father was poor, or you come from certain place, no, all these negative things, so you cannot be holding back, just go for whatever you want to do and do it, and don't look for anybody approval. That's what I can say, and love yourself, be yourself, be unique.
Hugely.
Yes.
I mean, I think, if I could give advice to anybody that's listening, I would say don't listen to any of the negative feedback, because if I'd listened, and I did to some extent, but I would never be where I am today, because, I'm never going to be good enough. There's always going to be hundreds of people that are better than me. I'm never going to be tall enough, good looking enough, slim enough. All of this, and it really does have an effect on someone trying to get on in this industry, and it's very superficial at times. And I think, for us women that are older and more mature, and we've been through this, and we don't listen to any of this nonsense anymore. If we hear it, we still work through it and above it. But when you're younger, it doesn't, these things have such a huge impact on our personality and who we are.
Yes. A lot of people, they have to say, oh, I don't see it for you because this person did it, it didn't work. So why are you going to do it and it works? That is all nonsense. You just do what you don't have to, as I've always said, you don't have to ask anybody. Just do. Like for me, what I'm doing now, if I'm listening to the negative, whatever you're good, where you're doing it right, you're not doing it right, people still going to talk. And some people, as soon as one negative thing, they're down, they're stressed, people say this, they don't like this. I don't look at the negative. I just go, once is the other thing, what makes me happy. Once I'm happy, nobody tells me what to do. I do exactly what makes me happy. Yes. So if nobody likes it, once I've done it, I feel good of myself, I feel happy, fine. I know I've done it. I know somebody, if you don't benefit, somebody else might be benefiting from what I'm doing. But if you say everybody going to like you or what you do, and people want to talk about your past and everything, and then you go in a little corner and cry, oh my God, that's what they wanted. Don't give them time for them to draw you from what you are doing. They distract you. For me, nobody, as what I'm doing now, all what I'm doing now, nobody distracts me. No one, no sister, no brother, no dad, no friends, nobody. Even sometimes they come with their nonsense saying negative. I just no, don't tell me what to do. This is what I want to do. It makes me happy. That's the best thing. You see? Yes. So, and then again,
it kind of is. But, we're speaking as independent, strong women.
Yeah.
But I think when we're younger, we get so many knockbacks.
Yes.
It takes a long time to stand your ground and say, I am who I am happy with who I am, and if you're not, then tough luck, I'll move on. And I think that a lot of women and men get so many setbacks, and when they're trying to identify with who they are and the industry that they're in, I think it can be really, really difficult and very superficial as well, to the point where I think, it puts off a lot of people. You know, they feel like they have to have surgery to be like a size 8 so that they can walk on the catwalk, because people keep saying no, no, no to them. And then I think when you get to like 50 plus, I think you have a certain like confidence about you, where you've been through everything, you've accepted everything, you are who you are, and you don't need to change who you are. And I think this is a really important thing, that we need to get greater coverage for women in fashion and catwalk and hosting, all that, for 50 plus, because there's still this niche, isn't there? You know, I still like see these jobs, and they're advertised for hosts and fashion presenters, and they cap it at 40 years old. And I think, okay, so why? Why do you only want somebody that's up to 40? Well, really, it's probably less. It's usually about 30 or 35. I think, why is it that you don't want a 50-year-old woman on there?
Yes, a lot of jobs, that's what they do. Even, you know, when you're older, they don't want to give you a job, they think you're old, but, you know, the older person and the younger person will still go to do the same job. You know, and then some people who look older, even, they still look younger.
Yeah.
Wow. Jennifer, what do you want to say about that? Do you have anything?
Well, what I can say is that those who are maybe in their 20s, 30s, and 20s, early 30s, they may be happy to have that job, to get a break probably in the industry. So therefore, the people who are advertising this job, they know that as well. They have like set a culture, like when you're 50 and that going up to that age, 50 plus, you have to make way for the younger ones. So they have already set that kind of agenda. So there is no much awareness, no much voice for these things. So people are complacent, and there are people who go on with what they are saying. Is like, give a younger person a chance, and that's what they advocate. So therefore, it's there's not some awareness of this thing. So this thing will always sometimes happens because of what is said and what is laid out, the agendas and everything. But my advice to somebody who are near 50 or above 50, there is still opportunities, and if you got confidence in yourself, confidence is a great thing. When you have confidence, you can break some of the codes, because confidence, it does count. So I would advise anyone out there to just be confident, be yourself, be a driver of your life, and you will make it. When I was growing up, people would say, oh, you know, you wouldn't do it, you wouldn't do that, you wouldn't do that. But now I'm a certain age, I've experienced this thing. So for me, I'm in that stage where I motivate myself and I said to myself, I can do it, and I've proven I do it. So I'm just continue that thread. I can do it, and nothing gonna stop me. And that's what you have to have. So, you know, tell yourself you're worth it. If you're firm your way into doing good things, it will happen. You know, and that's the way forward, really.
Yes, I think anything is possible if you take the step, if you take action. You know, anything is possible. And some people who are over 50, maybe you work in a company for quite a long 20 years, maybe you'll be made redundant. My advice is for you to find something else. Maybe you want to write a book, maybe you know how to cook. You know, find something doing, create a business for yourself. Because as Jennifer said, sometimes they want to make way for the young ones, because the young ones, you know, they finish university, colleges, and they don't have no job, and the government don't know what to do. So at the end of the day, so maybe that's why they have these kind of rules. So sometimes they just like, okay, let's take the young one, give them time, because this person has been in this job 20 years, you know, and sometimes, most of the time, they're making people redundant. So that's why it's good to learn something yourself, or think about something you want to do for yourself, you know. So like Debbie, she've done it, Jennifer have done it, I'm done it. So, you know, So another thing again, if you are 50, it's good to do exercises, eat healthy, drink a lot water, try to eat a lot of natural food, and some people, when they say exercise, I was on the Arctic. I used to do the 400, 800 and 1500 meters. I can still run because I never smoked, I never drink. I'm still going for my jogging. I go to the stadium, but some people, they cannot jog because of health reason. Not everybody can be doing exercise. But what I say about exercise is not about running. You can just come out of your house, take fresh air, walk around your park, walking around, in the street, just walking. Sometimes just walk to the high streets, looking at shops. It's all a form of exercise. Stay in your house, walk backward, walk forward. Exercise, some people, when they say exercise, they think, oh, you have to go to the gym, blah, 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 I don't have the time. Yes, maybe you don't have the time, but in your house, you can do exercise. Exercise is number one. I'm always promoting exercise. So, Debbie, what do you want? Do you have anything else to say?
Sorry, you're asking me?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, it cut out for a while.
Yes.
Yeah, I just think that 50 plus women have so much to give.
Yes.
They have the knowledge and the experience. They've been wives, they've been housewives, they've been working, they've brought up their children. Women, 50 plus, just women for now,
yes, women.
are the most awesome women with the most awesome experiences. They've been through life. They can mentor younger people, and they have so much to give. And I really think that the industry, and this is what I'm fighting for, this is what I did with Model Diaries .co.uk Series 1, and I'm working on Series 2 now, is to change the way that people view women. So it was a diary full of women of all different cultures, all different creeds, all different ages, saying, here I am a woman, I am dynamic, I am awesome. And, and we followed women through their course of life. So we had, in Series 1, we had a lady that was pregnant. In Series 2, we showed her baby, her with her baby. And, women that are sort of 50, 60, 70, showing them in their beauty. And I think it's just really important to understand that women are beautiful at any age, but women from 50 plus often feel forgotten because the industry only dictates that we should acknowledge these younger women, but women of 50 have huge amount of experience to give, and we also suffer. My God, I can't get up like I used to when I was 30. I've got I've just been diagnosed with quite a serious issue with my spine, and these are things that I think that we really need to give exposure to as well. I just think that there's not enough coverage and exposure for older women, because we need to stick together, and we really need that acknowledgement of who we are, and the fact that there are, I don't know, I can't remember now, I can't remember the number, but it's something like 2.4 million women in the UK that are over 50. And I just think that we should be celebrating, and the media should be giving us more coverage, actually, than they are.
Yes. Maybe you have to start it. We have to start campaigning for women over 50, because as soon as you're 50, you think that you're old already. For me, I am going to go until the day I die. I'm not going to stop. I'm not looking at age. I just do what I'm going to do. Never. I'm not going to give up. I just do what I'm supposed to do, like what I'm doing now.
Yeah.
Yes, Deborah. Deborah. Oh, thank you very much for today. If anybody wants to find you, so where can they find you?
Oh my God, I'm all over the place.
No, and
I mean, they can Google Deborah Jay Kelly, DEBORAH, space JAY, space Kelly. I'm right out there. I've got so many websites. One of them is deborahjkelly.com. I've got modeldiaries.co.uk. I've got angel-academy.co.uk. I'm all over social media. I would really like to think that I am making a change in terms of how women are viewed over 50, and I'm not going to give up either. You know, I'm going to keep out there and keep going.
yes, that's a good idea. I'm behind you. I'm coming. So we're all going to campaign for this kind of awareness. Yes, because for me, I'm getting old. I've got older kids as well. I'm 50 plus, so I need, because I'm thinking about myself and all the women there who are over 50. Thumbs up.
Yeah, exactly.
Thumbs up. Don't think you're old. Just go for your dreams. Don't look
Absolutely.
at age. Some of these women out there who are 50, some of them, I'm telling you, they're amazing women. They look so beautiful and they look younger.
I know.
And they look younger. So, and Jennifer, if somebody wants to find you as well, where can they find you?
Yeah, find me on Amazon, where I've got inspiring books to keep you going. It's my pocket book of content. It's a fantastic book. And the Red Carpet is a fantastic book. Yeah, and I've got a book for children in my Delta Blue, and Confident Little Girl, an inspiring book for little girls that are growing up, that they will have that confidence.
Yes.
So, you Google Jennifer Alexander, and you'll find me there on Amazon.
Okay. Yes, that is good. Two brilliant lady. You, both of you, have done well. I'm so proud of you, Deborah. I'm proud of you, Jennifer. Is this what we're talking about? When women are getting older, you see, we are still making difference. So I want to tell all the women up there, for me, I say from 40 years old, you see these ladies? They've done amazing job. So please go for your dreams. Don't make anything hold you back. Thank you very much, Deborah, for coming. It's a pleasure having you here. I'm so grateful, and I'm sure the listeners are happy. Yes, and I'm looking forward to have you here again next time. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you very much for your contribution today. Thank you. And I'm also looking forward for you to come to Gifty Talk Show. Thank you very much. See you next time. And if anybody want to find Jennifer or Deborah, you can still send an email to giftyservices@gmail.com. So please, and if you do have time to listen to this discussion, there's an audio book which we go to download. You can always tune on to Gifty Talk Show, and you can always listen to this interview. So thank you very much, everyone, for listening. Thank you very much, Deborah. Thank you very much, Jennifer. It's a pleasure having you. Have a good night. God bless.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much.
God bless.
Okay, then bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Welcome to Gifty Talk Radio. We are the world's #1 talk radio in the United Kingdom. We cover different topics ranging from media, music, health, food, sports, fashion, culture, relationship, legal education, and religion. Keep listening to us.